What do I want to do when I'm older? So next year I am going to graduate college and I'm really excited for that. I think I'm going to take a gap year or two and either work or travel depending on like what's accessible and what feels right to me. But I eventually do want to go to law school. I want to be an immigration lawyer if like as I get more experience in the field, if that still speaks to me, then I want to do that. I just feel like it's like growing up, it's always been a very like pressing issue for me, and so it's been like very prevalent in my life, and it's like something that I'm very passionate in and I feel like I could make a difference doing. I really enjoy law as a practice just because I feel like it's very logical, very challenging for me. So it's something like those like analytical skills, those speaking skills, like and writing and stuff like that. It's something that I've worked for a lot, and I think that would be like very fulfilling as a career. Outside of like work though, I think again I really do want to travel. I grew up not really traveling that much. Like the farthest I've been out of the country once, I went to Mexico City, and that was amazing. It was beautiful. Highly recommend if you're ever able to go. But I don't know, I want to experience more of the world. I'd love to go to like India, Japan someday. Love to explore Europe, and like a lot more of South America, definitely, just because I am learning Spanish in school. That's one of my majors, so I think that would be really fun. But yeah. And then Yasu also asked if I have any bad habits. I definitely have quite a few. I'm sure my roommates could point to some of them, having lived with me for so long. One thing that's like a personal issue though, I feel like is I'm very bad at overbooking myself. Like I said, I love to be social, but I also am introverted, and so I get caught up in like the excitement of wanting to hang out with my friends, of like wanting to go places and do things, and then I realize that sometimes I just need to like I need some reset time and I need to like take a step back. So if I'm like for multiple days like booking myself to like go to an event and then hang out with a friend and then get dinner with someone, like just constant go, I get very burnt out very fast, and then it's just like it's not enjoyable and I'm not giving like enough energy to the people around me, and it's just like it's not fair to anyone, you know, because it's like it's not productive like or quality time. So I definitely have to be better at that, not just like seeing if it'll fit into my schedule, but if it'll fit into like my mental capacity, if that makes sense. So I need to like start booking like me time as if it's an actual event, not just like a secondary priority. So yeah, I think I'll get better at that, especially I think right now it's a little hard just because I'm living in such a social environment, like with going to college and having, you know, like working with a bunch of other like people my age, and then like living in a sorority, that kind of stuff. It's just you're constantly around your friends, so it's easy to like want to maintain that social life, but I also realize I won't be able to maintain that if I'm always burnt out and if I'm always like socially tired. So I think I will work on that definitely as I finish up college. The next question is when was the last time I felt moved like emotionally? And it was definitely when the like quarter ended, because spring quarter just ended, summer began, and all my roommates ended up moving out of our sorority, like just to either go home or do their own thing for the summer. And I've lived in the sorority like my entire time in college, and it's been like a very special place. It's just you're living in a house with like all your friends, and you make so many memories there, just like eating dinner together, watching like TV. It's been such a formative part of my college years, and I have like a different house that I'm moving into next year that's a little more off campus, which I am really excited for. I think it has a lot of perks, like I'll be just a lot more independent, and it's like a smaller space, so I'll have more me time. I have my own room, that kind of stuff. So I am excited about it, but it was very bittersweet, like packing up all my things and like walking through the house and knowing that like I'll visit, obviously, but it's just like it won't be the same. Like I'm moving on to a new chapter in my life. And then just beyond that, like all my roommates. So I lived with 5 other girls last year. Like we all shared a room, and I love them so, so much. Like they all came into my life at like different points during freshman year, but they all, like, I don't know, we have such unique connections. And some of them are staying in Seattle, so I'll see them, like my current roommate and then one other girl. But a lot of them have like different plans for the summer. They were going home, or like one of my friends who was like my first college friend ever, she's studying abroad in Ireland and Amsterdam for the entire summer, which like we're all so excited for her. But it was just like, it was so sad, like saying goodbye to everybody on top of like having to say goodbye to like the sorority house and like my room from last year and stuff. It was like we were all sharing in these very sweet memories of us just like growing together as people, and knowing that like even if like the future is gonna be a great and we're so excited for it, it is gonna be like very different. It's not ever gonna be the same as it was. So yeah, that was definitely something to think on. But next question that Yasu asked is, what is the most expensive thing you bought recently? I don't know. As like a college student, I feel like I live pretty frugally. My rent is super cheap. I try to spend money on groceries rather than going out to eat, that kind of stuff. Recently, though, I did buy a hair oil. It was like $60, I believe, which, I don't know, pretty expensive for me for like like a hair product, because I usually just like use my shampoo and call it good. But because like my hair is getting longer, it's like it was just getting pretty frizzy, especially like with the heat and how much I'm swimming this summer. So I bought this hair oil from Kerastase. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And I just started using it, like it came in a few days ago. But I'm really excited. Honestly, like my hair does feel a lot softer, and it's like nice just if I like am using heat on it or something, like I'm curling it or straightening it, I can put in the oil first, and it's supposed to act as like a heat protectant. So it's multi-purpose, which is part of the reason I justified buying it. But yeah, I'm really excited to use it. I've never used a hair oil because I usually have pretty short hair. Like all of last year, my hair was like up to here. So it grows really fast, like as you can see. Like that's like 1 year's hair growth. But yeah, I'm excited to use it. And actually my friend recommended it. That's also why I bought it. So yeah. And then building off of the last question, Yasu also asked like, what's something that I really want right now? And actually something I've had my eye on for a while is like a good digital camera. My roommate and actually a few of my roommates and like the girls in the house have really cool like digital cameras that they take pictures with. And I feel like I go on so many like cool trips and experiences and stuff like that. It would just be nice to have that. So I'm definitely saving up for that just because I want to get a good quality one. I think that it's not worth your like time or money to like spend on a cheap one just because the pictures aren't going to turn out great. And then like, you know, I need an SD card. I need like an adapter so I can download the photos to my computer, that kind of stuff. So I'll get one eventually. I have to work a little bit more this summer. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Okay, and then last thing, Yasu also asked, what am I going to do tomorrow? So tomorrow I don't have work because my job is closed Monday, Tuesday, so I have like the entire day free. My roommate's brother came into town, so she's from Boston, so he flew in from Boston to Seattle, and he's staying in the house for a few days. So I'm excited to like kind of spend time with them and go around the city. I think we're going to go to the Montlake Cut tomorrow, which is like this shipping canal right by campus that's super fun to swim in. Boats will like go through and like, you know, like you can yell at them and wave and whatever. Just because it's going to be super hot tomorrow, and I'll see if I can like rally some of my friends from high school to meet us there, and then maybe some like guys in the house, and we can all go down. And yeah, hopefully there's a lot of people there. During the school year, it gets crazy busy. Like it's honestly hard to find a place to sit, which is kind of fun because you get to like meet a bunch of people and see all your friends. But over the summer, since people go home, like there are very few people that take summer classes, then it can get like a little empty. But I guess we'll see when we go tomorrow. Besides that, we might like stay and have a movie night or go out to eat. We honestly have to see like how everybody feels after going to the cut. But it'll be such a nice day. I'm sure everybody will be up for an adventure. I kind of love the like lazy days where you're like, oh, let's like see where this takes me. Like I obviously like I have my own plans, but again, I'm trying to be better about just like going with what people want and going with the flow. So I don't know. I have like ideas for things that we could do, like restaurants we could go to and stuff like that. But if nobody's up to go, then we don't have to. We could also just swim all day.
実践的な英会話を短期間で効率よく身につけたい方は、いろんなアメリカ人の生の英会話を学ぶのが一番です。英会話教材 This is 英会話では、アメリカ人約150人の生の英会話を紹介しています。概要欄に紹介していますので、ぜひ見てください。それでは次回をお楽しみに。